So we probably should have done this maybe a little bit earlier in the show, but that's all right. As we said before, we come from Prince Edward Island, so on the east coast of Canada. Prince Edward Island is kind of an interesting cultural crossroads. We have, of course, kind of the early French settlers. So Caleb and I are both Acadian. Jesse, his lineage is more Quebecois. But those are the two kind of main, of course, francophone cultures of Canada. And that music is very, very present on Prince Edward Island. And then on top of that, you have the kind of like Scots, English, Irish kind of thing going on as well. But you guys have that too, I believe. And basically, it's just a big mix of music being played. And typically, people are pretty, well, or not well versed, but versed at least in all of those different kind of musical genres, and they tend to play with other things as well, some old time material and all this other stuff. And we kind of in our shows try to depict most of that material as well, to the best of our abilities as well. We do of course some compositions and some of our own songs. But basically, it's kind of it's supposed to be like a cultural expose or whatever, because that sells really well. But anyway, we're gonna play for you right now. That's relevant, by the way. So we're gonna play for you now a song called "The Night They Moved the House." Stop. This is a song that we have on our last record. A huge part of Franco-Canadian tradition is oral history and storytelling, and we come from a community up in the north of Prince Edward Island called Rustico, which is kind of it is pretty wonderful. It produces some amazing artists and songwriters and storytellers and things like that, and probably just as a result of the great stories that are told, in the kind of Acadian Catholic tradition, I suppose. And this story, we couldn't let this go by without, a song. So it's about our great, maybe great-grandmother. And she was known in the community by the name of the Widow Victoria. And prior to her husband passing away, he had entered into a business deal with this nefarious character from a neighboring community by the name of Joe LaBelle. And Joe LaBelle is, as we call people like him up in our neck of the woods, he was an arsehole. And he attempted to, through some loophole in the law, something unfulfilled in this contract, he attempted to take possession of the Widow Victoria's house and home and property in the middle of winter, after her husband had passed away. And she was a kind of, fairly older lady at the time, and it just wasn't a very cool move. And the people of Rustico decided to do something about this. So in the middle of winter, dead of night, they all assembled by the sound of the St. Augustine's church bells, and they brought lever, log, and pulley and sleigh and workhorse and all these other things, and probably copious amounts of wine. And they physically lifted the house off its foundation and pulled it across a frozen pond to an adjacent field on an adjacent property and put it down. There was a pretty small patch of land, so like the value was in the house. And in the morning, when Joe LaBelle arrived to claim his prize, the house was gone. And it sounds like a story that could have been, definitely, has shifted over time. But in fact, our uncle currently lives in the house that was moved and it's been moved a couple more times, and a lot of renovations done to it, of course. But it's cool that it kind of remains in the family. So anyway, it's a great story, and we decided we write a song about it. So we wrote this song with our uncle, Lenny Gallant is his name. So hope you guys know it's called The Night They Moved the House.
the morning light. Bright our lamps, sways and merry sing the willows home. Across the big field of the pond where moved this house before the dawn. When Joel the bell ride, he found his prize already gone. We rang the church bells in the night, we worked until the morning light. Bright our lamps, sways and merry sing the willows home. Across the big field of the pond where moved this house before the dawn. Joel the bell ride, he found his prize already gone. Thank you so much. That's the thing about this tour is basically we've been on the road for about almost 5 weeks now, and like Ron was saying, most of it was in the kind of Midwest of the states, and we were kind of driving away. This was the part of the tour we were looking forward to the most, for sure. The East Coast and the New England area, because it's practically Canada.
And we like your crazy eccentric politicians.
We don't, we're not a political band. We don't want to jump in, but we've been observing the politics. We'll say, if anything goes wrong, you're always welcome to join.
Yeah, we're typically not a political band, but I'd say over the past week we've been feeling the burn pretty hard.
So anyway, have fun with that. But we've also really been looking forward to this part because, we play a song like that and the people here really appreciate it because, it's nice to see people appreciating this kind of song. The Midwest, they thought we were a bit weird with some of our stuff. You guys seem to actually like it. So, with that being said, we're going to play you a really weird one. Yay, we knew we'd get something like that. This one is called Shoot the Moon, and it's fun. It's in 7/8 and like a lot of mixed time signatures, so try not to clap because it's really complicated. But basically, the story, the quick story behind this one is basically a couple years ago, we locked ourselves in this cabin in Quebec, and we had 5 days in this cabin. There was no internet, no TV. It was terrible. And basically, we gave ourselves 5 days in this cabin, and we gave ourselves the objective of writing as many tunes as we can, coming up with as many songs as we can. And 5 days, that's a lot of time. We are good to go. We'll have a new album by the end of this. And after the 5 days is over, we finished with one song. One tune, and it's this one. And the reason behind that was mainly because of this little game that was in the cabin, and it's a little game called Shoot the Moon. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. See, this is, that's great, because everybody in the Midwest had no idea what that was. So you guys understand. So for those of you who don't understand, I guess you can ask us after the show or ask the person beside you who does know. But if you know what we are talking about, it's a really addicting game. And we wasted most of our time playing it. But on the bright side, we're like Shoot the Moon champions now, so there's that. Anyway, so we thought we'd name this next tune after the one thing that kept us from writing any other tunes. So this is called Shoot the Moon, and we hope you enjoy it.
Thanks so much.
That was a nice, pretty clap. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm afraid we've arrived at the point in the evening where we have to tell you that we're going to be playing our last number.
No.
No. No. That's not how that works, but that's very kind of you.
How about me?
We haven't played that in a while.
We haven't played that in like probably a year.
Yeah.
We'll think about that. We've got something on the set list right here, but maybe. But before we take off, I mean,